Hi guys! Jake and MJ back again for more live reactions to Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger! Ah. Alright. So
good morning!
You are very much just like you have now woken up.
Yes!
You're exhausted.
I had 10.5 hours of sleep.
That's a good call.
And I was asleep, well, I was in bed for over 12 hours.
Yeah.
That being said, Fitbit says I only actually slept for about 10.5 hours.
Yeah, that's the way that goes.
Yeah, actually, apparently that's like a thing for me. When I got the test results back from my actogram, I apparently have a tendency to wake up for very short periods of time very frequently through the whole night.
Huh. Interesting.
Such that I'm not aware of it.
Yeah.
I'm awake too short a period of time to register that I was awake.
Interesting. That's something to explore. Anyway.
Explain why I'm always so tired.
But yeah, so it's been our first week without a new Power Rangers episode. We went to go see Avengers Endgame on Tuesday instead. And
I'm not going to spoil you, but I am going to say that you know that little meow, 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 meow that sometimes goes off while we're making our videos?
Oh my god! That was
off during a very dramatic moment in Endgame.
Oh man. Oh man.
I'm not going to say what moment it was, because that would be a spoiler, but let's just say I was mortified. And I immediately shut it off, but it still didn't help that we were in the middle of a very tense, dramatic, like, not action, but like emotional, dramatic moment when my phone starts going meow, 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 meow.
That was amazing. That was the
most amazing thing. I wanted to sink
thing.
into the theater floor because I'd silenced my phone at the beginning of the film. It's just that my alarm clock overrides
I'll put it this way. Okay, I know that the new trailer for the new Spider-Man movie just came out. I was just telling you about that. They mentioned right up front, hey, this is going to have Endgame spoilers in this trailer. So if you've seen that trailer, you know the spoiler that they just jump right into right at the beginning of that trailer. That moment. That exact moment. We start hearing meow, 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 for the Feed the Castle art. And that was amazing.
That was huge. That was more embarrassing than when the crickets went off during Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Because people didn't really notice the crickets.
You are not good at turning off your phone.
No, I'm very good at turning off my phone. What I'm not good at remembering is that my alarm clock overrides silencing.
That's not turning off your phone.
Oh, you mean turning the power off?
Yeah, that's a thing you can do in a movie theater that's generally recommended.
I will have you know that the previews these days now say silence your phone.
Yeah, it always used to say turn off your phone.
It did used to say that. Now it says silence your phone. But here's the thing. I probably should turn it off because my alarm clock overrides the silencing.
Yeah, that's the way alarm clocks work.
Which it does because I am really sleepy. Actually, if you use the one that's built into it, it doesn't. It's the app that I downloaded that does everything it can to wake me up.
Yeah. Anyway. So enough of that. We should dive in.
That was so embarrassing.
That was amazing, though.
We're going to watch Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger now.
Yes. Episode 8 of Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger, Singing Voice of Miracle.
Right, because we've got the sisters. It's been a while. There goes the advertisement again.
Who's there? Oh, so I guess we're getting a little catch up here.
Okay, yeah, we're getting a little previously on.
Yeah.
We determined that the singing sister is a former idol, but the taller sister, who is apparently younger, is not.
With the help of their 5 Dino Knights. Dino Knights? We never referred to them as such except when we screamed them out in the middle of battle. This is dramatic.
Melto is super suspicious.
This is so ridiculous. Oh, that's interesting. They both have the little plastic skirts. Oh, Druidums. The drum soldiers, whatever they're called.
Okay, here's a thought.
Conceal soul. There you go.
Here's a thought. Okay, what if the girls are also Druidons?
Yeah.
In fact, maybe they're the princesses of the Druidons.
Mm-hmm.
The people in charge of all of these monsters. This is a ploy, and if they give the energy source to the Dino Knights, it will mess them up.
That's an interesting route. Yeah, boom!
Sort of a Trojan horse virus.
This is a nice little shot, nice little background area.
Yeah, and kudos to the composite people who had to deal with the fact that there were so many baddies in front of Blue and Pink's dances guys.
Well, we didn't see the dancing guys for this yet.
I did.
Oh, what, they were there?
They were there.
I didn't see the dancing guys. Oh, that's neat.
We didn't see them just now for Black and Green, but I swear I just saw them for Pink, Blue, and Red, and Pink and Blues were going behind all the baddies.
Okay. Weird.
Short time, showtime.
Okay, kaboom! There we go. Rita, kuno sekai, negase danai to, kimi tare na sono michi o yuke yo. Tadashiki enburu, yushi no akashai, saa suru o hitoshu ni. どんな時でも逃げない大風道と大七捨てはから力 You're a hitter sudo 地下でバトルの夢は一人で見るよりなみんなで未来の星一つになる高けと Go, Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger. We're getting there.
Getting there.
The quick bits we still don't have.
Nice. That's why I'm singing them all on one note while trying to get all the words out.
Yeah. He just keeps tossing drug soldiers and what? I'm just confused why they're cut to
Let's
credit.
make showtime work of him with our combo moves.
That's so weird.
Steal my bit. The thing of it is, I'm sure the pun makes more sense in Japanese because I'm guessing that short time is a loan phrase that is actually used in Japanese where it's not used very much.
Fair enough.
Whereas
Ooh,
showtime
nice
is
slash.
showtime. Because every time he says it, I think he's saying it's time to put them in the shower.
He keeps using his drug soldiers as shields. I'm just find it amusing that they decided to
she found the doodah.
Yeah. That they decided that their cut to credit scene was explaining a pun. Like, that's a weird moment to cut to credits. Oh, that's right, the Minosaur is still out there. Minosaur. Right, the loud singer guy. So Bamba and Melto are both very suspicious right now. What? What? Now you've got the mic. Oh, apparently that hurt her ears. Oh. She's allergic to bad singing. You're not gonna... Okay, yet. Yeah, because the Minosaur ran away before. They're choosing so many weird moments to be suspicious on these guys. I want to find out what their deal is that's making them be what they're being so suspicious
I
about.
don't think she's allergic to bad singing.
No?
I think it might be specifically that song.
Maybe.
騎士竜という名を知っていたり、マイナスとマイナスを生み出した人間の関係も知っていた。
Okay.
そう言われたら、しかもマイナスを生み出した人間の命が危ないって。
Okay.
They never explained that.
何か裏がありそうだ。
That they definitely never explained.
Okay. But they did flee from a planet that was attacked by Druidons.
So they say. We don't know that.
I know, but I'm just saying that would be a perfectly reasonable thing for people to know who come from a planet that was attacked. They keep finding the most weirdly, reasonable things to be suspicious over them.
Don't leave your phone, dum-dum!
What? Okay. Is she deliberately leaving her phone? What?
Oh.
What? Oh, okay.
I thought they were going to read her text message.
Oh. That is not the sister. Who is this?
Like I said.
Oh, Waizulu, okay. Interesting. Okay, so the sister's still captured. Alright. So she's the one who's... So, okay, so Fita's the fake sister. Interesting.
ワイゼルがフィータに化けていたのか。本物のフィータは人質のままだな。
騎士竜にカプセルを飲ませてどうするつもりだろう。
ティラミーゴを呼べ。何言ってんだよ。明らかに罠だ。
Yeah.
知ってる。でも、そうしなきゃフィータが殺される。向こうはティラミーゴを破壊する気だ。ティラミーゴが大事じゃないのか。
What you guys need to do is make a fake capsule to feed to Terramigo. You need to create your own bluff. Guys, are you really? You're not gonna come up with a plan here?
Oh, he just hit him
Yeah,
with the
family
one thing he's actually gonna give a about. See, there he goes.
I don't like them.
Are you kidding me?
I've done it before, so I'm keeping it. I like consistency.
Maybe he's gonna have Tiramigo chicken.
I feel like... Are they gonna do a smart thing? Is there any smart thing happening here? Okay.
He's already talked to Tiramigo about what's happening.
Presumably. That was a very long, drawn-out, suspicious look. Now, what's going on with him?
Pass out on stage any minute now.
I thought he passed out on stage in the previous episode.
Yeah, but the people who have this issue have passed out, gotten up, passed out, gotten up.
Fair enough.
Until they pass out and they won't get up anymore.
Right. Okay. So they found him. Oh, he's not the person. The Minosaur was created by the
From Kita.
from Vita, yeah. He had a cold. Alright. Yeah. Very sneaky. Oh, there's the cockatrice again. Lyzul is nicely sneaky. Whoosh. Okay, so yeah, he just straight up ate the stupid thing.
Kicked from the venue if you interrupt.
Beeping. Oh,
Yeah,
it was a bomb. Okay.
Tiramigo was beeping.
I thought for a moment the battery was low or something on the camera. Okay. Illusion, Ryusoul.
They had Tiramigo upchuck.
Duplisoul. Yep.
Duplisoul Tiramigo.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it was going to be some random Ryusoul that we've never seen before. Because that's how they solve everything. With some random Ryusoul we've never seen before. Because they're like, Anton Chekhov, who's that?
If you're going to fire a gun in the third act, it must be on the wall in the first act.
Actually, it is the other way around.
Oh.
If you place the gun on the wall in the first act, it should go off by Act 3. The idea is narrative is
Conservation of detail?
pretty much narrative economy. I think was the term I saw someone using the other day.
Don't rip off my tricks. Okay. Now how are they going to get Kita back?
Vita.
I keep wanting to call it Fita. How are they going to get Fita back?
I don't know. We get some socks and some shoes on. Oh dear. Oh, we're seeing a fully evolved Minosaur now, aren't we? Vita's inside the Minosaur? That is such a silly child. That's unusual. That's not good. I didn't know that was a thing. Apparently that's a thing.
It's smaller, like Audrey too.
Yeah.
All in one piece.
Yeah. Interesting that more Minosaurs haven't been doing that. That feels like a pretty natural self-defense mechanism right there. I would like to see them, like, weaponize these little guys at some point. I think that'd be kind of great. You got these little, chanting warrior men.
I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of the rising trend in having the helmets deform in order to make the faces on them roar.
Oh, yeah?
Not a big fan. Looks weird to me.
I mean, as far as I can recall, they pretty much just do that in the Dino seasons.
I know. But I don't like it.
Because I know they did it
Didn't like it in Dino Charge, don't like it here.
They did in Dino Thunder, too. For when they went Super Dino mode. I liked it in Dino Thunder.
Oh no. What are you doing with the balloon soul?
I lose track of all these souls. There's so
I'm very
many of them.
concerned as to what you are doing with the balloon animal soul.
I'm also amused the balloon animal soul, is one of the things that actually transforms into an automat. Alright, so he's getting rid of it. Oh my. That is a very, very mean soul right there. the shining one. Makes them all bright and shiny. Nice. Oh, I like it. I like it when it comes with a weapon as well. That one has the ball mace on the end, which is pretty great. Okay, what is this going to do? Nice. I like the little spin move. Okay. Apparently that's so he can't escape, I guess. They made him loony. But I believe I saw that, I think this episode and the previous one are both directed by Koichi.
Yes, that was in the comments of the last one.
And I do always enjoy seeing Koichi's work. He does do very good fights.
That thing has some ugly shots.
Yep. Hey there, amigo.
We had an actually constructive comment on the way we do these the other day.
Yeah.
I need to stop looking at you every time I talk.
Because you keep missing things when you look over at me.
Yeah.
It's something that I don't think I fully realized that you were doing.
Me neither, until someone pointed it out, and it's true.
Because I don't look at you when I talk.
It's the same thing I do in cars.
Yeah, which is not good.
Drives you guys nuts. It
Not a
drives
good
you
thing to
nuts,
do.
it drives my best friend nuts, so stop looking at me and look at the road.
Yeah. Whoosh. It's interesting that we've got these, he's got 4 different Zords popped on top of the core Zord. And yet no leg armor, which is a little unusual. She's got massive shoulders.
What has she got?
What? Okay, she's got... Does she need to sing? I feel like she needs to sing for some reason. Yep. It's because she's allergic to bad singing, apparently. Even though that was something that was only established with Wazul as the fake Vita. Okay, sure. Even though that wasn't actually Vita.
Well, I guess he was imitating Vita in ways that he really didn't need to, because they wouldn't have known the difference.
Exactly. Everything about this plot is so bizarre. Okay, Speed Soul is gonna do.
I swear, this is getting wackier than the Train Sentai.
Yeah.
When it comes to ways they defeat the monsters.
A little bit. That's fair. Well, with Tokuger, it was really just the finishers were always wacky.
Exactly.
This one is,
The strategies.
This one, the strategies are just bizarre. How does that... Okay.
Speed Soul.
Okay.
So he pulled a Quicksilver.
Okay, so he jumped into the monster as the monster was exploding.
I mean, if Quicksilver could get that many people out of,
Sokovia.
Oh, well, Sokovia too, but I was thinking of the other universe's Quicksilver.
Oh, out of the FBI building, Pentagon? Whatever it was. I think it was the Pentagon.
Exploding Xavier School for the...
When did you do that? Unless this was... Oh, that wasn't in Days of Future Past. Unless...
I forget what it was, but he was just driving by in his car when...
Have you seen Apocalypse? I haven't seen Apocalypse.
Maybe.
Okay. Thank you for your awful singing. That somehow helped in some way that we can't really define.
It must have weakened.
Okay, that just now was just the best moment of this episode just now.
Did he tap dance?
Just he tap dance for no reason.
And the way he walks, you hear the click, 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 click. He actually has tap.
What is happening? Why is she singing with chopsticks? Are they trying to teach her to sing? Why are they teaching her to sing? Voice training.
I see they have disposable chopsticks on Sephia's too.
I don't understand any. What? It's just become such a plot point that she's bad at singing now. Wait, what happened to the two princesses? Is there no resolution on that?
Well,
okay.
we taught them how to chomp on chopsticks.
Arm flailing. Arm flailing.
I thought about it too much and fell out of rhythm.
There's a lot going on there. It's like 5 different dances.
Well, I was right that the energy source would mess up Tiramigo.
Yep, it was apparently a bomb. Oh, that was interesting. It looks like we're gonna have visions of a master, and it's gonna be a Melto focus, and we get to see the Melto Meg sword.
Says I guess that's the name of the next episode, Suspicious Treasure Chest?
I guess, something like that. But yeah, that was...
The Strange Treasure Chest.
The Strange Treasure Chest.
Okay, so like the title that's here and the title that's there.
It's pretty close.
Strange, suspicious, pretty much the same. So it's telling us the name of the next episode.
Yeah. That was weird.
No poster.
I guess they just didn't have a thumbnail for this one. But yeah, that was
I don't know why the Wyzul imitated an allergy that the Rangers had no way of knowing that Fita had. Because he just basically tipped their hand that way.
Yeah,
if
that was
he had
weird.
never done that, they would never have known.
Yeah, but also...
It's not like he needed to convince the sister, who's the only one who would have known that Fita is allergic to bad singing. It's not really allergic, by the way. You can't be allergic to a sound.
She's an alien. You can be allergic to whatever you like if you're an alien. That I'm not gonna criticize them on.
You could have a reaction to it, but it wouldn't be an allergy.
I don't know. Are you an alien doctor?
I know how an allergy works.
Are you a xenobiologist?
I know how an allergy works.
But are you a xenobiologist?
I don't have to be a xenobiologist because an allergy is an overreaction to an environmental a particle. The sound is not a particle.
It's a wave. Maybe they have reactions to waves.
If they did, it would be something other than an allergy. It would be called something different.
What would it be called?
I don't know what it would be called. I'm not a xenobiologist. But I do know the definition of allergy precludes it from being that.
Anyway. But yeah, that whole allergic to singing thing, like, that probably could have been cut from the episode and it would have changed absolutely nothing. Because there was no reason for him to do the I'm allergic to bad singing thing outside of he just doesn't like bad singing. And they would have no reason to assume the real Fida would also be allergic to bad singing. And there was no plot point prior to that moment that Asuna was bad at singing. Her bad singing really didn't do much regarding the monster outside of maybe kept it from moving around, which you would think would actually cause it to want to go away.
It seemed to be going towards her instead, like it wanted to destroy her for singing.
It was a weird... It stayed in the air and really didn't do anything during that time. And then our closeout was, oh, but it's okay, Asuna's learning how to sing. Wait, what? Why was that the focus of our close? This was a weirdly constructed episode. There was a lot of things about this episode that were just like, wait, why? And wait, what? And that came from nowhere, but I suspected it was going to come from nowhere. You okay?
Not really.
Sure.
I don't know, suddenly I just feel dizzy and queasy.
Hopefully no one's singing nearby. Alright. Do you want to take a sip of your drink, maybe?
Nope.
Nope? Okay.
That would not help because the queasy part right now is...
Fair enough. I will lead this side of the discussion for a little bit then.
Thank you. Actually, do you mind if I go get a Tums?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll see you in a moment. But yeah, we the whole thing with Wyzul and his duplicates, I felt like that was going to be going somewhere. And it kind of was, but not really at the same time. Because the whole thing with duplicates for Wyzul was that he created a duplicate of himself, but apparently he can also shapeshift, which, you know, is kind of a separate ability. So I don't know if that was really foreshadowing his ability to shapeshift. And then him doing duplicates, well, actually, him doing duplicates at the beginning did probably inspire them to do duplicates, which again, was an ability that they did not establish beforehand. And then the singing thing I've already harped on enough. It was funny that the crooner apparently just had a cold in the previous episode.
Yeah, that was like interesting coincidence.
Yeah, that was a nice little red herring there.
The thing is, not only was it a red herring, but also, like, somehow Wyzul knew to have the monster first show up in that guy's vicinity to mislead them.
Which was, honestly, Wyzul was demonstrating good strategy all around. Wyzul was on point in this episode. Everything else was pretty contrived.
Yeah.
To weird degrees. These Ryusouls,
they come out of nowhere.
They come out of nowhere to be plot relevant. I would like it if, you know, we had some way of establishing them before they become plot relevant, but I guess they just bring them out whenever they need them. And we have no idea how many they have.
No idea, because they're stored in hammer space.
And they have a seemingly endless series of applications. Oh no, there's a bunch of monsters over there. It's okay, we can turn invisible. Oh, okay. Oh no, they just blew up the Megazord. No, it's okay, we made a copy of it. Okay. Like, I've been kind of rolling with it for the first arc, but it's getting to the point where I'm like, this is becoming a thing.
I think it's going to be a thing.
Yeah, it's once it's been going on for like a good, after the end of the first arc and into the next arc, you know, we're 8 episodes in. It's a thing now that we're just going to keep getting Ryusouls that come out of nowhere to solve various plot issues that, then require no actual strategy really from the Rangers. Just, oh, we'll just use this thing that we've always had and never mentioned, is kind of how they're solving all their problems.
Even if they, I don't know, had like a book.
Yeah.
We go home and research which soul we can pull out for this.
Yeah. Something. Something that requires them to not just go, oh, magic trinket, go, fixed, every time.
I mean, but it was to some degree established during the Sentai Strongest Battle.
Yeah.
That apparently these things are so numerous.
Yeah.
That they would just pick one up.
And be like, oh, I got this one, putting it back. Like, the Ryusouls are just, like, so plentiful that it destroys meaning for them. Like, for as a physical gimmick, they do seem like a clever toy.
Yes.
Because they have the range of applications of, it flips from a different dino head to a different warrior with a little weapon, different little weapon. They can go into the morphers, they can go into the swords, and they can go into the Zords. So you can play with them on their own, you can play with them with 3 different other types of toy. That is good marketing. But
not great storytelling.
But in the show, yeah, not great storytelling. Not to mention, not all of them seem to really, not all of them are tied to Zords or anything.
No.
They're just random little things. And they're weird things, too, a lot of the time.
Like running shoes and balloon animals.
Yeah. I mean, they're cute and fun. So I'm not going to downplay the cute and fun, but just the way they're being used in the show it's starting to get a little old, because, like I said, oh, everything's fine. How do I know everything's fine? Because I know they're going to bring out another Ryusoul that we've never seen before to fix the problem, and that's exactly what they did. And
yep,
I didn't know what Ryusoul it was going to be. It could have been anything, and it to the point where it doesn't feel it's hurting the stakes of the show when they have literally dozens of solutions to different problems. Yeah. Like, I figured they had something. I will admit that the duplication was a good idea on their part, as far as a thing to use, and that it tied in with what Wyzool was doing earlier in the episode. But that was one of the few bits where it's like, okay, we foreshadowed this. It makes sense for them to then use that same strategy.
Yeah.
And it was one of the only things that worked that way. But even so, it's still something that they pull out of nowhere.
They pulled it out of their behind.
And they do that. They're doing that.
I mean, they're literally pulling it out of their behind too.
No, I think they're pulling it out of their belt buckle, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought they were going, wait, in the hammer
in the little hammer space thing.
Kind of way.
Also, I think the princesses are just gone now.
Yeah, not sure what happened to them.
They seem to serve no further purpose in the plot. I guess they're both gone now.
I mean, maybe they went back to Cepheus, but how?
I think it was Kepius. I don't know.
They maybe went home, but how?
We don't even know how they got there.
And wherever they come from, they also have disposable chopsticks, says Melto.
And, like, everything about that was weird. Not to mention, like, the way that they spied on the sisters was a good way to do it. You listen in, you use your phone as a listening device. That's good standard spycraft. I'm down for that. But the things that they kept harping on in story as far as reasons to be suspicious of them,
yeah,
made no sense.
Yeah, if they come from a planet that was overrun by Minosaurs, they would know how.
And also it was.
Actually, we don't know that. Think of this.
Yeah.
They came from a planet that was overrun by
Druidons. Yeah.
But we've never seen a Druidon other than Kirion create a Minosaur.
True, but Kirion only recently arrived on Earth.
Also fair.
Along with Tank Joe. So we have no reason to assume that he wasn't doing the same thing. Like, if the Rangers had actually just said, "Wait, how do you know about this?" They would have had
answers.
They would have had perfectly solid answers.
Yes, they would.
It's like, wait, how do you know about the term Kishiryu? You were just screaming it over the entire city. I think everybody heard you. Did everybody hear you? Yes! Okay, so everybody heard you say Kishiryu, like, a lot. It was also in the name of your team, I believe. So, I mean, also we're all speaking Japanese. We kind of know that what the word Kishiryu, it's Dino Knight. They look like Dino Knights. I'm not sure why we wouldn't know this.
If knights being knights, then maybe they would have assumed that the
Ryusoulgers themselves are the Dino Knights. I guess, but even so, it's still like
the knights of the dinos, Dino Knights.
It
Not
was still
dinos that happen to be knights, but
it was still like really thin.
yeah.
Not to mention then the whole Minosaur thing. It's like you had just established the last episode that they were fleeing the Druidons. Yeah, they know how Druidons work. Druidons attack their world. Why wouldn't they know how Druidons work? This is very, very suspicious. And I think I know why it's so suspicious. How could these two characters in this show have such degrees of logical reasoning? This can't be right. This can't be right. We need to spy on them. They're making too many reasonable deductions. It's very suspicious. It was frustrating. I mean, they're Tums, I think you can use.
2 to 4 tablets of symptoms of Crohn. That makes 4.
Okay. Yeah, and we also didn't have too many super cool fights in this episode. We've had a number of them. I did like the little spinny sword move that Ko pulled off in his fight against Wyzul. I love Wyzul tap dancing.
That was adorable.
That was great. It was, again, apropos of nothing. I love Wyzul.
Suddenly tap dancing.
Suddenly tap dance. So hopefully we'll get a full-on dance number next time.
Yeah.
And that will be when the show kicks up into high gear. Fingers crossed, because the show, it's not clicking together, and it feels like it's unraveling more than anything. Because Wyzul comes out of nowhere.
Going back to the whole thing where they're like 200 years old either.
Yeah, it wasn't relevant this week. We talked about it last week, not relevant this week. He's also not interested in swimming anymore outside of that scene. Like, this is a two-parter where it started with Ko wanting to
jump off a bridge and swim the world.
Swim through the world. Then we get 2 alien princesses show up. We forget about the, and then it ends with the princesses leave off screen and instead we're focused on Asuna's singing. We started with Ko's swimming and we ended with Asuna's singing. There was no real through line to this story arc. It was just things happened.
Yup.
And in some cases we don't know why. And we will never know why because the show clearly doesn't care about these things. I thought maybe they might be doing something for the plot outside of just being Wyzul's opening arc. And I like Wyzul well enough.
Yeah, Wyzul seems to have, much like the princesses, some of the best logical reasoning in the show.
Yeah. Also, they had Cardena saying all the suspicious things when Fida was the fake one. So it's like, again, from a plot perspective.
Well, from a plot perspective, Cardena may have been trying
to be suspicious.
Yeah.
Entirely possible. But again, it's
whereas
just...
Wyzul as Fida would not be trying to be suspicious.
Right. Outside of, apparently, I guess he shares Fida's bad singing allergy.
Or something.
So, okay. I really want to like Ryusoulger more than we do, because it's one of those things where when it was first announced, I'm like, this looks really derivative. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they somehow manage to just break out of the mold and show that they are able to go beyond their gimmick and, beyond their aesthetics to really deliver a strong story. And it's just looking like they pieced together a bunch of things for their premise, and their story is similarly hodgepodge. I really hope they find their footing, because otherwise it's going to be a long year.
Yeah.
But at least we had some fun, weird, wacky stuff to poke fun at along the way. So I guess we'll continue doing that next week, and until then, farewell, Ranger fans, and let the power protect you. Put on the old Ryusoul Dazzle, Ryusoul Dazzle on.